people, we talked a lot about fixed wireless access, and I don't really want to repeat all that I've said. I want to, again, get to the nub of fixed wireless failover. And I'll tell you this confusing word of frequency bands and so forth. Things get complicated. What do you really need? A fixed wireless failover is typically like a box. Lately, we try to put the electronics in there, and it gives you cellular or network operator stuff, and then you've got a fiber, and there's a failover box. And if the fiber fails, then it will select this. Now, remember, that's your plan B. You haven't got a plan C. So you can't really mess around and do dumb things with this antenna. Often a high gain antenna, okay? That antenna there needs to cover all bands. And I say this, and I say it many times, all bands. The reason for covering all bands, and it could be Omni, by the way. Often a failover is better to use Omni because it's got access to different cell phone towers. And like I say, that's your plan B. You may not have a plan C. So Omni is often good. But if it doesn't cover all bands, then people tell me, I've tried it, it works very well. The other cheaper antenna works much better. Why would I pay? Of course, again, like I say, testing here is a big problem because you're testing it at one frequency band with one operator. You may have one close by, and you may want to speak to one further away, and this may not be the only failover. You may offer this as a product. Don't mess around. Cover all bands. And don't test it. I mean, unless you are an expert that can put it up in 200 installation and compare two antennas. I believe that. That can work, but not a quick, simple test. Antenna, if it's directional, need to obey all the stuff that we said. The beam must point at the actual direction you're aiming, because gain is defined wherever the beam is pointing. And Omni, I've explained millions of times. Omni antennas with gain, with higher than realistic gain, typically is not Omni. There's no definition for Omni. There's a nice definition for gain, one position in the pattern. So that's what you have to look at in terms of fixed wireless access failovers.